All right. So we are going to. Oh, yes. Yeah, they got on buses and took off. About 20 minutes ago. Sure. Okay. So let's do. We're gonna sit first so we can practice that breath. We're gonna. You can sit on the floor or in your chair if that's more comfortable. If you're sitting on the floor and you have a blanket next week, I'll bring blankets so you can sit on them. Or if you have a block, you can sit on the block. So bringing up the hips higher than the knees, what that does is it gives us more room in the belly for that breath. Even though the breath's up here, the diaphragm's moving down. So we want all the space we can get. So the purpose of this breath is to restrict the airway. And what restricting the airway does is it lengthens. So if it's, kind of think of it as like plumbing pipes. If you have water going through a thinner pipe, it takes longer or there's more pressure. If that makes sense, right? So if we're making the throat smaller, then it's going to lengthen it, or we're letting less air go through. So usually the first way to practice, we don't have any mirrors in here, is to have a mirror and you're just breathing out with a, so you're making that noise. I don't know if you can hear me. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and then we'll exhale out through the mouth with a inhale through the mouth, or in through the nose, and exhale out through the mouth.
I have a question.
Yes.
So when we first started this yoga 10 years ago, we used to do what was called a warrior breath. Is that the
Same thing. So there's a way to build up to that. People call it different names. Ocean breath, because it kind of sounds like the ocean. Darth Vader, that's how, I mean, I'm a 70s kid. I love Star Wars, so Darth Vader is my go-to. Warrior breath is a great way because it's a forceful breath. You're forcing the air. So you can do it two ways, a inhale restriction and an exhale restriction. You can do it both. So I usually start with the exhale because it's easier to get that one. So let's do it a couple more times. Inhale and exhale. And you can also exhale out through the nose. Once you get that vibration and sound, then you can play with the inhale. And I should walk around so you guys can hear me better. And we'll practice that while we're doing poses too. But I just want you to get kind of what it sounds like and what it feels like. All right, let the breath go. Take 2 or 3 of your regular breaths. And then we're going to come up to standing and grab our poles. All right, so we want to start with moving the spine. We're going to do our cat and cow first. So you can bring the pole in front, hands just below shoulder height. Feet are nice and wide. We're going to exhale around the spine, bend the knees, tuck the chin and the tailbone. That's our cat. Inhale, up to cow. So we're looking up. You don't have to look all the way up, but just a little bit. Nice soft knees. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, cow. So if you want, on your last one, if you want to try that warrior breath again, we'll call it warrior breath. On the exhale, and maybe on the inhale. And then come back to neutral. Take 2 regular breaths. And we couldn't have done this yesterday. Well, maybe you guys could have, but with the forest fire pollution, I was knocked out with the breathing yesterday. So today's much better. All right. Pull in one hand. We're going to do our laterals. And we'll go easy first. We'll do a couple rounds on each side, switch to the other side, and then we can do the big one if you want. All right. So one hand out. We're going to inhale, bring this other arm up, and maybe just closer to straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back. As you keep moving, maybe you get closer to the pole, and maybe you don't. That's okay. Just notice where it feels good, right? And then maybe notice where it's tight. And if you pause and feel some tightness, maybe in the shoulder, maybe in the muscles here, take a moment and breathe into that tightness. And then with the exhale, let the tightness go. Excellent. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale this arm up, and I want you to notice maybe one side feels better than the other. Maybe it's easier. You're more open on this side, or maybe the other side was more open. Again, use that breath to check in with that tight tension that you're finding. If you are, if you're not, great. And one more thing to try, start the breath before you start the movement. Excellent. All right. So 2 options here. I'm going to do those same laterals with the pole like this. If that is not in your practice or comfortable on your spine, you can do and hold. Okay? Just do one side and then hold it if you don't want to do the big one. All right, so make sure you're not going to smack your neighbor unless you want to. All right. No violence in yoga. All right, so inhale, arms up, and then on the exhale, doesn't matter, just go one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, second side. So you want to engage those core muscles, the lower abdomen especially. All right, and let's do one more time each side. And then release. All right. Twist. So gentle on the twist. You can use the pull or you can put it down if it's not what you want to do. It's all about the options and choices, right? All right, so we're going to inhale, lift. On the exhale, one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Go up higher if you like. All right, so one more time each side. And back to center. Excellent. All right, so we need to come back to a counter pose. So let's do half sun salutation. All right, 2 options with this, well, 3 minimum. You can do it without the pole. You can do it, let's see, up, over, up, down, up. So that's one option without the pole like that. Those are your 2 options. All right, I can't think of another one. All right, so feet nice and wide. We're gonna inhale, bring the pole up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale, push in with the feet, bringing the pole all the way up. Exhale, hands down by your side. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Nice strong back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, push in with the feet. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms back down. All right, last time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up. And exhale down. Excellent. All right. So let's do our balance. Well, we'll go balance and warrior back and forth. All right. So first balance, let's do our tree pose first. So option A, without the pole. Option B, you can hold on to a wall or do it without. Sometimes using a prop can help us get deeper into the pose. So just to say that. So let's start. So 1 foot on the floor. And then the other foot we're going to bring, you can start with the heel above the ankle, or since you have a balance prop, you can bring that foot up a little bit higher if you like. Or all the way up, that's an option too. And then this other arm, straight up, straight out, straight down, across. You can make circles, whatever you want to do. First and most important is we're breathing. So we're going to hold this for a nice, good, long time, since we have our tool here. If you need to come out at any time, that's totally fine. Strengthen those muscles around that hip socket. And coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. All right, shake that leg out. That was a good long time. Let's do the other side. So you can start with heel above the ankle. Bring it up higher. The other arm can come up or out or down, wherever you like it. And we want to breathe. Excellent. Keep it going. Keep breathing. If you feel a little wobbly, extend with the top of the head. Root down with that foot. Very nice. All right, and coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. Shake it out. Shake the legs out. Shake the arms out. What next? All right, warrior one is next. So we're gonna warm up the knee, and then we're gonna practice our warrior breath with our warrior one. All right, so step 1 foot forward, back foot's out at an angle. We're gonna inhale with this straight leg, exhale bend. And the pole can be wherever you like. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. And maybe if you have an extra ball to balance here, or toss, whatever it's called, maybe pick up your toes and spread them out a little bit. Engaging that whole foot. Excellent. And then push off, step back. Let's open the knee on the other side, turn that foot out, step the second foot forward. Toes nice and wide. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Excellent. All right, push off, step back, and then let's add the arm and the breath. So, got all that? Breathe, move the arm, bend the knee. All right, we can do it, right? All right, turn one foot out, step that first foot forward. And so this is what I'm looking at doing. You can do it however you want. This is what I'm going for today. So I have the pole in the same hand as my front foot, and my back foot arm is going to be moving. All right, so it looks like this. And then we're going to fold forward, bring that arm down, come back up, and then straighten the leg, arm comes down. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to try that warrior breath. And let's do that on the exhale. All right, so normal inhale, warrior exhale. All right, here we go. So we're going to inhale, bend that front knee, arm comes up. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. And then again, warrior breath. And you can do open mouth or closed mouth with that. All right, let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. All right, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, push off. Step back. Let's do that on the other side. Turn that first foot out. Step the second foot forward. Pole is in the hand that the foot is in the front. And here we go. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, fold forward with that warrior breath. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, back to center. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Push off, step back. All right, let's do one of our moving balances. So we're going to do palm tree pose, and this one you have multiple options. Let's start with, you can do it without the pole, just how we usually do it, arms up on the toes. Option 2, one arm and the toes, if you have the pole, and then do the other side. Third option is with the pole and the feet. All right, so that's the one I'm doing. And looks like you guys are gonna too. All right, here we go. So nice and slow inhale coming up, exhale down. And it's gonna be harder to find a spot where nothing's moving because we all have these big poles out, but look down at the floor in front of you, or straight ahead, or maybe up just a little bit. All right, let's do 2 more if you got it. Beautiful. All right. Warrior 2. So we're going to do, let's try that warrior breath on the inhale with warrior 2. And what we'll do is side angle pose is an exhale, peaceful warrior is an inhale. So we'll try that. So you can do it with the pole or without. So we're going to send one foot in front, the back foot's at 90 degrees-ish. The pole in the back hand for warrior 2, or put it down if you want to take a break from it. So bring that front arm out in front. And take a couple breaths here if you want to practice that warrior breath without moving. Oh wait, don't forget your knee. I forgot my knee. Bending that front knee over that front ankle. Excellent. All right, we're going to bend the elbow, exhale, and come forward for our side angle pose. When you're ready, and if you want to try your warrior breath, inhale, peaceful warrior. And then exhale back to warrior 2. Take an inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Oh, I skipped warrior 2, sorry. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Let's do one more. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. And then exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, warrior 2. Nice. Drop the arms, step the feet together, shake out the feet. And then let's switch sides. Pole is in the back hand. Bend that front knee over that front ankle. Front arm in front. And we'll take an inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale again. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. All right, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Excellent. All right, drop the arms, step the legs or feet together, shake out the legs, shake out the arms. And let's do, we'll do Karate Kid. Let's see, how do we want to do it? Okay, a couple of options. 3 minimum. One option is always just to sit in your chair and be done. One option is to do it regular with the arms up and one knee up. Option 2 is crossbody. Option 3 is arms up, one knee up. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So you can pick any of those or come up with your own choreography. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. So we're gonna inhale and exhale. Excellent, excellent. You guys look great. Very nice. And we'll do one more time each side or finish off evenly. Excellent. All right. Warrior 3. Let's see. Okay. If you want, you can be done with the warrior breath for this one. Or, fun challenge, do inhale and exhale. All right. So the pose itself is so I'm gonna give you 3 options. Let's see. Okay, option no pole. Okay, and then you do the other foot. Option on the low seat. I'm not gonna move the chair, I'm just gonna move it. Option, I don't know what letter this is, C, high chair. If you're taller, that might be easier. And then pole. So whichever one you like, I'll show you what the pole looks like. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna come into the pose and then we're gonna try the warrior breath. Inhale or exhale or both. All right, so let's go. So pick a foot, kind of center it on your mat. Toes of the back foot can start on the mat. And then, what is that? Blanking, it's not a lever, whatever, when you're like, woof. All right, I'll think of it later. Okay, and then the leg lifts and the torso comes forward. You can have arms out. So we're gonna breathe, inhale and exhale. And the arms can be a couple of different positions, straight forward, airplane arms, or straight back. I don't know what that one is. One of the superheroes, Iron Man. All right, breathe. And then to come out, leg comes down and then we come up. Whew. That's a good one, right? All right, check that leg out. That's really good for strengthening that hip socket. Switching feet. All right. And you may or may not switch hands with the poles. If you have like a preferred side, that's totally fine. All right, back foot behind you. Arms can be in front or out to the side. We're gonna lift that back leg and the torso comes forward. And take a couple breaths here. Extend back through the heel, forward with the top of the head or the fingers if your arm's out forward. Excellent. And then to come out, bring that leg down and coming out. Very nice. All right, shake those legs out. Maybe bend the knees if the knees were a little hyperextended. All right, let's see. Did those. All right, let's do halfway around the world. I guess if you put them together, it's around the world, but feels like halfway. So pole in one hand, one foot in the mat, and you could do this without a pole. That's fine too, as long as you keep your balance. All right, so we'll do one leg 3 to 5 times, and then the other leg. All right, so tapping forward, and then around the world or around the clock. Back to center, forward. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 3 and then reverse it. So step it back. I lost count. Do one more. Okay. Ready? All right, let's do the other side. Go forward for 3 and reverse for 3. Reverse if you haven't started already. Excellent. All right, shake it out. Oh boy. Okay. So let's do a couple of more difficult ones. Nobody's objecting? Okay. Let's do pyramid and then we'll do triangle. So pyramid is both feet are parallel to each other and we're going to step 1 foot forward. In theory, that front leg stays straight. I usually do a little bit of a bend just for not pulling too hard on ligaments and tendons. 3 options with this one. So this is a forward fold with the legs like this. It's pyramid because got like pyramid shape with the legs like that. Some people want to know why. Not everybody cares. All right. So we're hinging at the hips. That's where we're headed. So there's 3 options. You can do it without the pole and just go as far as is comfortable. You can have the pole in front and just come here. Or you can bring the pole up and then come just as far as you like. Okay? Got it? Let me do it again. No, okay, you got it. All right. So pick a foot, that foot comes forward. I'm gonna go up with the pole, hinge at the hips, exhale, fold forward. If you wanna try that warrior breath with that, you can. Take a breath here while we're in it. And then coming up with an inhale. And then exhale, pull down. Nice. All right. Step the feet together. Other foot in front. Straight-ish leg on the front foot. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Take a breath here. And then bring it back up with an inhale. And exhale down. Nice. Step the feet together. All right. Shake the legs out. It's a lot on the knees. All right, next we're going to do triangle. So if you like your triangle with a block, we can run and grab a block. There's chairs if you want to do it with a chair. You can come down in the chair. You can do it without the pole or with the pole. So I'm going to do it with the pole since we have the pole. And the important thing with this one is to not go too far that you can't get back up. It's easy to do that because we have that support of the pole. If this is something that doesn't agree with your back, you can do a different pose in mountain or one of the warriors. If you want to go back to that, it's totally fine. One of the things I want to encourage is, so this is a lateral and a twist. So we did all of those to warm up already. So what I mean is we're coming down and we want to keep this, we don't want to collapse this upper shoulder. So we're not, sorry. So we don't want to bring this forward. We want to keep this upper shoulder back. If that means you don't go as far, then don't go as far. That's more important than getting closer to the ground. Make sense? Excellent. All right, pick a foot. Goes in front. Back foot's at 90 degrees-ish. Front foot or front knee stays mostly straight. You can always bend to anything that feels more comfortable. Starting with the leg and arm in front, holding the pole. Let's see. We're going to take this back arm and bring it to the pole. So we're going to walk the lower arm down. And if you only go hip height, that's totally fine. So I want that upper arm back. So we have that twist. And just go down a little bit. Don't go down too far. Take a breath or two. Try that warrior breath. And then walk it back up. Bend that front knee. Step the feet together. Shake it out. Switch feet. Switch arms. And bring this back arm over. And we're looking under that upper armpit, kind of, but maybe more towards the horizon. You can walk it down. Bend that front knee a little bit if you need to. No hyperextending. And breathe. Maybe try that warrior breath again. Excellent. And then coming out, back up, step feet together, bend, shake. All right. All right, let's do a little bit of our hip movements. Let's start, since those were two asymmetrical poses, let's do our cat and cow. So we should be pretty warmed up by now. So if you want to do a deeper cat and cow, go ahead and do that. So feet are nice and wide. Pull out in front, both hands a little bit below shoulder height. We're going to exhale, bend the knees, dip the head, And if you want, you can go below the arms and then come back up. I kind of like to think of that as dolphin. And then looking up, almost a back bend if you want for your cow. Exhale back to cat, or maybe it's a dolphin now. And then this cow is maybe closer to a camel. And just back and forth, just as far as you feel comfortable going. You don't have to go all that way. We just want to get that spine back to symmetrical. Excellent. All right. Let's do, actually, we're going to do the shoulder one, and then we'll come down to the hips. All right, so we're going to bring the pole in front, and we'll bring it to the shoulders. And hands are out towards the ends, and you can kind of flop the hands over the pole. And we're just going to start out with little circles. Knees can be soft. Feet can be wide or not. And as this motion gets warmed up a little bit more, you can make bigger circles if you want. And then about now, we're going to switch directions. And the second one is always a little trickier. Well, maybe not always. Excellent. All right, now let's do those big ones. All right, so we're going to bring the pole off the neck, arms out in front, and if this doesn't bother your shoulders, then we're going to do the big, I don't know what this is called, big circles. Without hitting yourself in the head, right? Again, you can have a little softness in the knees. Check in with the feet. Oh, wait, you forgot to breathe. All right, switch directions. And done. Excellent. All right. Maybe roll the shoulders if that was a little tight. Beautiful. All right. Next is our hip circles. So we're going to bring the pole behind the back. And you can have the hands out as wide as you like or as close in as you like. Feet are probably a decent width apart. And we'll just start with those small little circles. And then reverse. Very, very nice. All right. Okay, so here's my favorite. Bring the hands closer to the hips. And you're only going to go as far as is comfortable. Feet are decently wide. And we're going to do a back bend. All right, so we're looking straight ahead, and we're going to use our eyes as our movement. So we're going to look straight ahead. Inhale, and we're going to look up towards the ceiling. We're going to soften the knees. We're stretching the front part of the body. And just go as far as is comfortable. And then exhale, come back up. Want to do it again? I do. So we're going to do it again. All right, inhale, looking up. Soften the knees, going back. And then exhale, bring it forward. And one more time for good luck. Inhale, looking up, going just as far as is comfortable. And then exhale, bring it back. Excellent. All right, let's bring the pole back in front. And let's do, all right, back to the hips. All right, so you can do this without a pole. You can do it with your chair or the wall or a counter if you don't have a pole. This is a good one to practice at home. So we're just going to do hip circles. We're going to bring forward, out, back, down, and around. One side. Do a couple on this side. And then we're going to reverse it. Back, out, and forward. Beautiful. One direction might be easier than the other, and that's okay. It just means you need to practice the one that's harder. All right, release that one. You can switch hands or keep it in the same hand. That might be easier either way. All right, other side. Up, out, back and around. Excellent. And then reverse direction, back, out, and around. Back, out, and forward, sorry. Beautiful. All right, release, shake it out. All right. We're going to do our wide-legged series here. So if you want to go sideways on your mat, that's fine. If you only want to go as wide as your mat, that's fine too. So we'll do cat and cow, and then rainbow pose and pinwheels. So I got to figure out how we're going to do that all. All right, so let's start with cat and cow. So feet are as wide as you can possibly be comfortable doing. And we're going to hinge at the hip so that we're coming down as far as is comfortable. And we're just going to bend the knees, come up to cat on the inhale, exhale, the back, straighten the legs, inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Excellent. And then from here, we're going to come into our rainbow pose. So let's see. You can hold on to the pole and walk one up and turn and look under for that, or bring one hand down and then the other one up. Okay. All right. So we're going to exhale, either hand down or the other one up. Turn and look under that armpit. Take a breath or so here. We'll do it static instead of moving. And then come back up to neutral. And then we'll switch hands. So either down on the floor or bring the other arm up. Little softness in the knees. Take a couple breaths. Looking up under that other arm. And then come back to center. Let's do that cat and cow again. Excellent. And then for pinwheels, let's see. All right, we'll do it one side at a time. So you can have the pole in front, and we'll bring, I'm going to do right arm out forward and then cross over to my knee. If you can go further, that's fine. Inhale, come back up. Or put the pole down and do it how we usually do it. That's fine too. Inhale, arm out. Exhale, cross over. Inhale up. Exhale over. All right, and one more time on that side. We'll switch hands with the pole and then do the other side. Cross over, inhale, bring that arm up. Exhale over. This is a nice stretch in that upper shoulder. Excellent, and one more time. All right, we'll come back up to center, and your choice, cat and cow again, or half sun salutation. So you can bring the feet closer together. And I'm gonna do the half sun salutation. If that's too much and you wanna do cat and cow, that's totally fine, however you prefer. All right, here we go. So we're gonna inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift if you're doing the sun. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale down. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands back down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come all the way up. Exhale, down and done. All right, let's see. We are going to pulse away and come down to the floor and do our cool down and our relaxation pose. All right, so coming all the way down to the floor and all the way down onto your back. So we're going to start with Apanasana. So that looks like knees are bent, hands on the knees, shins are parallel to the floor. Exhale, knees in, inhale, knees out. And this is to get the spine symmetrical again, releasing any tension in the lower back. And it helps move the digestive system around a bit. Excellent. All right, feet come down to the mat and then extend both legs all the way straight out. And we did do a lot of core work, even though it may not felt like it. All that balance and arms and legs and moving. All right, so tuck the shoulder blades under. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back down. And so this one helps adjust and relax the upper back. The first one we did is more for the lower back. But sometimes we need to tease into an area. So if you have a tight lower back, sometimes this works better. And if you have a tight upper back, sometimes the other one works better. But all right, and then we're gonna relax the arms down by your sides, legs and feet away from each other. Arms out to your sides, getting any last little wiggles out. And let's do the joints today. We're gonna relax the joints and open and make space in the joints. All right, starting at the bottom, work our way up. Relax and make space in the toes. Relax and make space in the ankles. Relax and make space in the knees. Relax and make space in the hip joints. Relax the pelvis, let it sink into the earth. Relax the spine from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Relax and make space in the shoulders. Relax and make space in the elbows. Relax and make space in the wrists. Relax and make space in the fingers. Relax and make space in the jaw. Relax and make space in the top of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. To bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way, we're going to do 3 B breaths. So that's a regular inhale, and then we hum the exhale. Alrighty, here we go. Inhale. And again, inhale. And one more glorious time. Inhale. Excellent. Hands together. Back to heart. And namaste. Thank you, guys. All right. If there's something you want to do next week, put it on the sign-in sheet, and we'll get to it.
Child's pose for 60 minutes.